Hello, people. My first video in English language on the Wamba channel. I want to show you how to set up a synthesizer using the Cadence software with Jack, Kala and Muse. The Muse software is used in German language. I did not find a way to put it to English mode, but I think you can live with that. I will not use many functions in Muse. The mostly functions will be used in Kala and in Cardinal, the synthesizer rack. So first we start the Jack server. This is done by starting Cadence. I have another start program here. It's for created by me. I can use Cadence, start it, and now I can start the Jack and I can cancel this. You have here this icon of Cadence and you can get the status back. So the second software I want to start is Muse. It's here and it's a Muse version 4.1, newest version, and as mentioned it is in German language. Okay, the first thing I do in Muse is I open a file and it is a song that is empty, but it is not that empty. I have created many tracks here and I have connected them to Jack MIDI ports. You have to do this by your own. When you have such a channel here, you go here with a right mouse click to Jack MIDI 15 by example, and when you can't select it here, you go to empty ports and you have a way to, or unused devices is it, and then you can add the channels here. So when you have loaded this, I don't want to do more here. I start the Kala software. This is here and it's almost there. Here it is, and we have our Muse here and we have some other connections. This here, I want to cancel this connection. This here is it can stay connected. This is the output. These are the things for Pulse Audio, and here we have this. We don't need it. Disconnect all. And I want to connect my little keyboard here. I can show it to you. It's here. It's Welder is a company that makes this keyboard and it is called Panda Mini. It's from China and it's no good keyboard, but it's cheap. It's about 50 euros, little under 50 euros. You see here the A key is a bit lower than the other keys. It's not high quality, but the fine thing is you have here sliders for and you have here knobs that you can turn, and these can be tell your software by MIDI what you want to do. So I connect this keyboard to the Jack MIDI 0 input, and this here is the connection audio to the system. I want to change it. I put in here another plugin. It's a mixer I want to add, so I type mix, and here I have mix stereo 2 channels, and I put it here and connect the digital output of Muse to this, and this is taken to another moment. I put in another of these plugins and I connect it here, and this is connected to the system output. I give this names, so you can type here rename, and this is metronome. It's a malfunction, I would say. So let's try to see if it works. So I connect this here. This I rename it to master. Okay, now it looks a bit better. It's connected. There we have the system and the pulse audio sync. Okay, now start over. I want to add more and more of this mixers. You will see later why I do this. So add a plugin, and it's the mixer. It comes to there. I don't want to want it to be connected, and I need more of them. I can press Ctrl A and enter to put more of these mixers inside. I have 6 now. I want to move them, and my little dog wants my attention here. Now Ctrl A and more of these mixers. Now I need 3 more. So now I have here these and these here, and now we give it names. We name this is Synth 1 main. And the last one is drums delay. Okay, now I want to put this to another sorting. We have here the 3 first, put them here. 3 seconds, I put it here. This since 3, it gets there, and the drums I want to put them there. So now I add a synthesizer. It's a plugin. It's called, one moment, it's a thing. It's called Cardinal, and this is connected to MIDI 0 and 1, and the second I can also put it in here, but perhaps another synthesizer. I think I want to use 2 synthesizers inside Cardinal. I want to add a plug-in. It's for the drums, so I type here drum and use the drum synths, put it to here and connect it to channel 9. Okay, now I can connect the audio outputs. This is since 1. It's connected here with both channels and to here. I only have 1 channel in the synthesizer, so I connect this 1 channel to left and right, and the second, since it's connected there, the third synth I have don't have it at the moment, but I have the drums. The drums, I don't want to connect them directly. I insert here a flanger, and I use the car flanger as flanger. I connect it directly to the drums, and these are connected to the left and right channels here of these mixes. Okay, now I have one problem. When I double click on the synth main, by example, I see it is the pairs to the mid, so I must change this to left and right for every of these mixes, and I need to lower the amplification here. It will get too loud when I don't do so, and I will speed it up for the next things I do here. So this is the last of these mixes here I need to edit. So now I've edited all. The flanger, you can double click it and you see here the things you can edit. I will leave it unchanged, and now I need more connections. We have here the master input, and I want to connect the main mixers to this input here. And this and this one. So now I've connected all mains, and now I need other inputs here. So Control A, and we need a reverb, and I use the Carve reverb here. Put it to something like here. I think okay, this is Carve reverb, and Control A, delay, and I use the Carve vintage delay. So we have them here, and now these are connected, the reverb outputs here, to the reverb input. Reverb, 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 and this one, reverb, reverb, and the delay outputs are connected to the delay inputs. Delay, 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 and the last one here, delay and delay. Now I have the possibility to for every synthesizer and the drums I can tell the Kala how much the amount of reverb and delay they should get. The outputs of reverb and delay, they are connected to the master. and a change that should be made is double click on reverb. We have here two output knobs. One is called dry, the other wet. Wet is the signal after the reverb, and dry is the signal before. And I change the dry to 0, so they are not given out of the reverb, and the same should be done for the delay. Here I have dry here and put it to 0. Okay, now these are almost all connections, and the next connections are done inside the Cardinal software synth, and these connections are quite big. So let's double click on Cardinal. Here we have the Cardinal. You have to move this to a bigger window. You can't click on an icon here, unfortunately, but you can move it to the full screen, and it's quite big, so it's useful to have the complete screen. So we need 2 MIDI ports for the 2 synthesizers. So here we have 2 MIDI ports. We need the host control voltage module. I put it here, and we need a host audio module. I put it there. This is needed for the output of the synths to inside Kala, so I can use them. And this is used to put such knob signals to the synth, so I can alter the sounds by sliding these sliders. So now I need to build 2 analog synthesizers. Right mouse click, and you can input modules into Cardinal. I choose a brand here, it's called Bock Audio, and this is many modules, but they are I know them and I know what to do with them. I need this XCO. It's the same as VCO, but a bit more functionality. So I put here 2 into this synth and 2 in this synth. So I can press click here and press Ctrl D. I have a copy, put it here, and next copy, and 1 copy there. So I have these synths connected. Now I need not connected, the synths inserted. Now I need 2 mixers. They are both the same. 8 channel mixers, one for this synth. So have a look, it's here, mix 8, and I create a copy and put it here. Now I need the ADSR generators for the envelope. I press the right mouse button and I can input here ADSR, and I take this thing here. It's called DADSR H, and it's quite usable. So I need 2 here, and I need 2 here. Now I need a voltage controlled filter. I type in VCF and take the first one here, put it to here, copy and put it to there. I need VCA. VCA-MP is a quite wide thing. It's the first here, put it there, and a copy, put it to there. And now I want to make the VCF controllable by the host control voltages, so I need to put in another thing. I type here, it has a scale in the name, so I type scale, and this is the thing I want. I put it in between the envelope and the VCF, create a copy and put it to there. Now I have all modules in this synthesizers, and I can start by connecting them. First we have here these two MIDI ports. Right click here and tell it to only use the MIDI channel 1, and this one MIDI channel, and only use the MIDI channel 2. The MIDI channels are set to monophonic, so these are monophonic synthesizers. I can now connect this control voltage. It's called V /oct, and you can connect, or it should be connected to there and there for this synthesizer, and the other thing there and there. We have here the gate. Gate is connected to the trigger here and there, and this gate here is connected to the trigger here and there. So I don't need more cables here in this to this MIDI ports. Now I need to connect this oscillators to the mixer. It's here we have a rectangle, a sawtooth, a triangle, and a sine wave on both oscillators, and here the same, and I connect them to the inputs here. And the second oscillator is connected there. And I do the same here for the synthesizer. It's connected. No, this is the right one. This, and this, and you can also use the mix controls here, but these 8 in line are much better for finding the correct sounds. So now I have here a left and right output. I only use left output. This is put into the VCA input, and here the same. You can choose whether to put the inputs first in the VCF and then in the VCA. I use this combination here, first in the amp and then back to the filter. And the output of the filter, it's connected to the host audio to oh, you hear the sound. Oh, you don't hear the sound. So I stop the recording and create that you hear the sound. Now you can hear the sound. I use the output of this filter and connect it here, but I need to have here a jack input client, and I connect it to the master here so that you can hear the sound. And before connecting the sound, I will reduce the volume here And now I can connect this output to here, and you hear this synthesizer, and I connect the thing here, the output, to the second, and you hear both synthesizers creating one voice. So why is this the case? I can tell you, I have here the envelope generators, and they are not connected to this instruments, to the VCA and VCF. So I connect the envelope here to the control voltage here and this here. And now I can connect the outputs here, and you will not hear the sounds because they are set to 0 by the envelope. Now this is channel 1, this is channel 2. So I go to the Kala surface, or not Kala, I go to here, the Muse, and here we have channel 1 and channel 2, 0 and 1. They are called here, and you hear what I'm playing. Okay, now I can go to the cardinal again, and you see it is this synthesizer that is playing, not this one, and I have connected the envelope to the VCA, so I can change this here to other things. I will set it to scroll whip knob control, so I can use the scroll wheel to and now I can change the this value here. It's the what is it? This is DSay attack. It's the attack value. I've set it to 0. Now you don't have an attack. I can make this shorter. A little attack to it. We have both synthesizers here with all this waveforms, but they play the same note, so I can tell it to slightly untune it, this to plus, this to minus. Okay, and the values here for sustain, it's the value, the volume will stay when I let the key pressed, and the last release, it's when I release the key. This time is then used to lower the volume. The first synth should be a bass synth, so I use another octave. Okay, and now on to the VCF. There we have this thing here. I use the envelope, and the envelope goes to in here, and the out goes to FM. Now I alter this knob here to maximum. Now the filter is working with the envelope here, and I can now change the envelope settings here. And here, this is the frequency of the filter. I put it to 0. Now I have very low frequencies when FM is in this position, and it gets other frequency when it's set too high. I can put in some resonance here. Now change this values. Now I want to create short okay, I have this sense here, and now I want to use this thing here with control voltages. I have here control voltage 1 output. I put this to the control voltage of the scale here, and before hearing something that it works, I need to close the Cardinal software and put in another module here. It's used by Control A, and then I type in CV for control voltage, and this is AMS CV source. It's the correct thing, and I put it to here, and I have here the jack output 3. I use this for this control voltage, and now I can connect this control voltages here to this for here, and this one. So now I need to edit this control voltage source. It's not done by double clicking. Then you see this here, and it doesn't bring you further. So you have to use the right mouse click and go to edit. And here you don't change anything here. You go to parameters, and there you have these 4 control voltages and 4 fine values. The fine values should be left unchanged. And here I have the possibility to map MIDI thing to this control voltage. Before doing so, I need to go into Muse and tell Muse to use the channel with the output 3 is this one. And now I go back here, press this 3 little dots there and go to MIDI Learn. Now I can use the slider of my keyboard, and now it's programmed to this channel. I can do it for the second channel. It's here, MIDI Learn, and we have the second, this one, MIDI Learn, the third, and this one, MIDI Learn, and we have connected 4 values to these sliders. I can leave this here. How is this left? Normally. Pressing escape. Now when I go to Cardinal and I change here, you can see here that the light of this cable is changed, and here also, and so the connection works. So now I go to Muse again, use this one for the slider input, and the first one here with a green donut for the input of the notes. So I can play the bass, and here the slider changes the voice, but now I must change this wheel here so I get the maximum result when the slider is on top. And with this slider I can look what the lowest value should be. Okay, take this and now I put it to maximum. Okay, works. So now let's create a short bass phrase. I don't do it with the keyboard. I go to Muse and have a look here. Where are we? Okay, yeah, we are. We have 8 bars selected. I will only use the first bar at the moment. Put this here to repetition. Where is it? Where is it? Metronome. Problem of Muse is that it changes the positions from time to time. So this is the Schleife, the loop, and I will loop it. Now it plays here, but I don't have notes inside there, so I press the D key and draw here a MIDI bar, and press A for the normal arrow and double click it. I can use the Control key and the mouse wheel to set it to higher resolution, to zoom in, and now double click it, and here we have the first bar. And the Muse has a thing, this red bar always starts slightly on the right, so it's bad. So I can press the page up button to get it to the first position, and now here I can use the note I need. Okay, this is the right one, I think. This is too low, this is quite good. So I want to create a pattern with the 8 note. So go to draw mode, and I can put this here to 16. But we have a G here, not an A, so I select it and move them to the A. Next one should be the C. You see, this is not working because the envelope generator cannot follow this, so we have to use this note. But I can put this to here. take this. Now I go back to the this thing here. Now we can change the parameters of these envelopes here. Okay. So here we are, and now to the next thing, change the values here for reverb and delay. This is the main volume, and this the volume for the reverb. Put it a bit down, and the delay also. And stop it. So now I create drums for this. So I have the keyboard here, and I connect it to the track 10, and it has an output on MIDI 9. So make this the donut. All other donuts are deleted, and now I have on this keyboard, I have here such pads, and I can use them. This drum synthesizer, it has a thing I don't like. I need to change this every time. So when you press the drum, it's all okay. Then you press second instrument, and the next time you get a higher bass drum than I'm not sure if it's drop. So I want this pads here. This is the, can see here, this is the snare, and this one here, it's a hi-hat C. They are called unset. It's called kick, and this one is also unset, but this one here, it's called distom. But I want this to be hi-hat open. So I change this here to O. This one here, hat C, and then this is Hit O. And now we have to change things here. We need noise for hi-hat. We don't need a tone. And here you have an envelope for this noise. It's here. And you can change. You can change the gain of the noise here. Okay. Leave it this way, and now we can program the other keys here. This is called unset, should be a tom, so it has a tone here, gain, frequency 1 and 2. Okay, we have here now it's tom. We don't have noise, we only have the tone here. Okay, now take this one. It's M1, M2 tom. I have to change the tone thing here. Don't need okay. This one here, it's M1 tom. No. Okay. And this one, it's the H tom. No, it's low tom. Ugh. Don't care. Okay, it takes too long, so I go outside this here. And now I want to program a drum pattern here. I will use the first one bar. So I go to the D key and put in here a pattern, double click it, and I have changed this MIDI thing to drum synth. So I have here these parts here, and I can click here and use, okay, this is a bass drum I've programmed, so I go to D and let it, and I can start it. So I go to now onto Color and change the settings here for the drum delay and reverb. Now car flanger and change the min delay. Okay, now create a copy here and alter the acoustic snare there a bit. Last one. Okay, create copies here, and now start on. Now I create another copy here, and I want now put in the things done here with this slider recorded, so the bass will go from the low FM to the high FM and back again. So go to the first thing here, and we start recording of this channel, and we tell it to record. Here we go on record. We set the metronome to yes, and we go to the settings for the metronome in German, so I will tell you what it means. First thing is I use the old samples, only 2 samples. I find it a better way of metronome. And einzählen, it's the pre-count, so I tell it to pre-count 2 bars before starting to record. Okay, go to this button. Now the metronome is set. I go here with the right mouse button, so I have all here inside this loop, and I can start recording now. So press this button here and go to the slider. Oh, it's much too loud. So this is the reason I have this thing here. So make it much less volume. So let's try. It's too loud, so go to this and this. Okay, this is okay. Now go to first position and record and start recording. Go to the slider. Now I've recorded it and can play it, can stop the metronome, go back here to cardinal, and now make end settings for this sounds here. It's now we can change things here for the delay. Okay, on to the next thing. Now I go to the second synthesizer here. This one, it's already connected, but not everything. I have here the envelope output. It goes to the input here, the output to the FM, and the control voltage goes to the second control voltage there. I will change it to same settings as this thing here. And now I go to Muse and tell it to use this channel. Okay, I want to have sounds that stay loud. Okay, I go to this one. That's not correct. What's the reason for this? Let's look at this MIDI channel. It's on MIDI channel 1. And this one here, it goes to okay, this must send on MIDI channel 2, so I have to change it with this button here and put this to 2. Now I'm playing on the second synthesizer. I can go to here. I have here a sound that stays loud with a sustain. So change these things here. Okay, FM. And okay, it's a white one. And so go to Muse, make this channel here again a donut. Okay, create a delay value with sustain 2. So now okay, have a try. It can be done better, but you can do it better, I'll say. Okay. Okay, it's too loud, so change the settings here of this second synthesizer. It should not have so much reverb, and it should have not that much of delay, and you can change the volume with this slider here, of course. So start over. He was hanging. Okay, you are free to change everything, so you can create your own patterns and be not so monotone like me, put in more life, and you can create many interesting sounds with these open source synthesizers. So that's all for now. If you like such videos, so please leave us up here and be free to press the bell icon if you want to know when I create new videos, and a thumb up if you want to be informed about videos this way, not only made by me. So many thanks for watching, and it would be nice if you leave a comment to me. Bye.